going to show you a quick and efficient way of replacing a defective toilet filler valve in 15 minutes or less. I'm going to use the Fluidmaster 400H toilet fill valve. It's by far the easiest valve to install and the easiest to adjust. So here's the funny thing. The only reason I found out my filler valve was defective was because there was water on the floor each time I flushed it. I first thought the wax seal was bad on the base of the toilet, but when I took the lid off of the tank, I found out what the real problem was. Water was squirting out the top of the valve and through the small hole in the back of the tank and onto the floor. And here is how I replaced that valve. First, you'll need the following simple tools: a sponge, a bucket, a towel, and possibly a set of pliers. Step 1. Open your new toilet fill valve package and ensure all the parts are present. Step 2. Shut off the water valve to the toilet. If the water valve leaks through still, then you'll have to go to the main water supply of the house and shut that off. Step 3. Flush the toilet and hold the handle down to get as much water out of the bowl as possible. Step 4. Use a large sponge to soak up the water from the bottom of the tank and dump it into a bucket. Step 5. To make room for the sponge, you can loosen the flush handle lever arm and detach the chain. Step 6. Unscrew the flexible hose leading to the base of the tank. Step 7. Remove the old filler valve. Now, in order to do this, you'll first unscrew the lock nut under the tank. Now, you may need a pair of pliers or a crescent wrench for this. And pull out the small tube that goes into the bowl filler tube. You can then pull out the old filler valve. Step 8. Adjust the height of the new valve. I just twisted it until the top was just under the height of the lid of the tank. Step 9. Install the new valve and ensure that the cone-shaped washer is facing down. Also, ensure the small black hose is facing the refill tube. Next, secure the lock nut. Just twist it snug with your hand. There's no need to use pliers. Step 10. Reconnect the flexible hose. If your hose is older, it may leak, so you may need to replace it. Just twist the hose with your hand so it's hand tight. There's no need to use pliers. Step 11. Adjust the float level by twisting the gray knob. Just a rough adjustment is fine at this point. Step 12. Connect the refill tube hose. You can use the clip, or in my case, I just push the hose through the round mounting bracket. Step 13. Turn the water valve back on and let the tank fill up. Step number 14. Adjust the water direction valve. This determines how much water will go into the toilet bowl and how much will go into the tank. If you turn it all the way clockwise to the right, just a trickle will come out of that little hose. If you turn it counterclockwise all the way, then it'll blast out of that hose. I found right at about a 45-degree angle is the perfect combination. Step 15, make the final adjustments to the float level. The water should be about 1 inch below the top of the refill tube. And step 16, check for leaks and clean up any water on the floor before you use your towel. And that's how you adjust and install a toilet fill valve in under 15 minutes.